actually coming to the branch. And so we'll continue to invest in a structure that makes sure that our customer get that big service support. Mr. Chairman, number 4, to optimize the bank's huge investment in delivery channels. I think that's very critical. Successfully implement a customer-centric model. Mr. Chairman, we have 8.2 million customers. When McKinsey came, they challenged us on one thing. Core Bank, you have 8.2 million customers. And they are there and they are your customers and they are in your books. But most of these customers have 1 or 2 products. They challenged us on the power of being able to go to those customers and sell a 3rd, a 4th, and a 5th product to those customers. What am I saying? You're here, you are the shareholder of this bank, you have a savings account. Why can't you take a credit card? Why can't you go to Kingdom Securities and have a service from Kingdom Securities on stockbroking? Why can't you buy foreign currency from Core Bank? That is a critical focus that Lady Alono, our Director of Corporate and Institutional Banking, Vincent Manangu in Cooperatives, another Mushangi in Retail Banking. That are very critical issues that we are focusing ourselves on this year in terms of saying the customer base is with us. What more can we do to make sure that we get more products and more revenue out of the same customers who are with us? Mr. Chairman, we successfully implemented a shared services hub, and we looked for various services across the branch network for cost optimization, and we formed a shared services center that is today headed by Charles Wachika as the Director of Shared Services. And by us putting all those back office in a centralized area, we were able to see huge cost savings. And now we are challenging Charles Wachika and the team to look at new opportunities of being able to do more on that area in terms of being able to reduce our operating expenses, being able to invest more in terms of technology, and also making sure that our channels are up 98% and making sure that all other processes like loan origination, credit process, and Anthony Buru, the Director of Credit Management, were able to do more in terms of that process. Number 7, risk management has been a very critical issue for us, and we have strengthened that issue. We have Edgar Modawiro there as our Chief Risk Officer, and he has done a great job in terms of risk management, and we will continue to focus on that. That is a very critical area because you have seen anti-money laundering and KYC have become, cybersecurity have become very critical issues in the market today. The newest department, Mr. Chairman, in the bank is actually a transaction monitoring unit. In the bank today, we have a team that are with the screens, and on 24 hours, 7 days a week, they are monitoring the customer transactions, finding out if there is anything. If they see an account getting multiple transactions and you are not Nairobi County, which is receiving bill payments, then we are very quickly alert to be able to see what is happening there. Because cyber security, I think we have all seen it in the media, what is happening, a lot of dirty money going around. And so, Mr. Chairman, what I want to assure our shareholders here is that we have had extremely critical focus on all those issues because we have a big name as a core bank to protect, and we don't want to be caught up in anything that would download or erode the good name, Mr. Chairman, we have built over many years as a bank. Number 8, Mr. Chairman, is to improve on overall cost efficiency of the bank. I think we've done very well, Mr. Chairman. When we started this journey, our cost-income ratio was 64%, and we've been able to reduce this to 52% by December 2018. But still, we are challenging Sam Bilech, the Director, HR and Admin, to continue to look at this area and to look at areas we need to do more. We have even now digitized the procurement system, what we call the ERP system, and we are looking into more gains in the years to come. Number 9, to be the employer of choice by attracting and retaining most competent talent. Mr. Chairman, that's the biggest, our biggest gift, Mr. Chairman, is having a board like yours and having the staff that we have, that who are committed to doing a good job. And so, Mr. Chairman, the bank, you through your board, we have implemented a performance-based reward structure. And every year, based on the performance of the bank, you're able to go back to the staff and tell them, because you did well, you'll also get a bonus, you'll also get a salary increase. And if you don't do well, you will not get it. Mr. Chairman, that has worked well for this institution, and there is differentiated reward systems for staff just based strictly on the performance of the bank. And that's why the staff have gone out of their way to even do better every year, because they know when we hit 20 billion, now they know They have been given a target of 20 billion by the board of directors. They know if we hit that 20 billion, the board will approve something for us in appreciation of that extra effort. And so we have implemented that performance improvement culture, that if a member of staff is not doing their bit, the bank does not struggle to tell you, you are not doing your bit. We give you notice. If you don't contribute your share of profits, we'll give you notice. And we will not, we don't struggle to release you from the institution if you're not doing your bit. We have also implemented on issues of data analytics, the issues of reporting within the group. A lot of things has been done in that area. We are also focusing on the sourcing strategy in terms of the bigger procurement. We are also continue, Mr. Chairman, to focus on that, on regional expansion. And the universal banking, like I said, we have gone on into the leasing business with Super Group of South Africa. And we are still reviewing opportunities for growth out there. Our focus area, Mr. Chairman, remains now Ethiopia. Ethiopia is a big market with a population of over 80 million people. We have talking with various people in Ethiopia. We had a meeting with Oromia Cooperative Bank. We had a delegation from another bank come to visit us. And Mr. Chairman, once the Ethiopian government opens up opportunity there, I think it's the first place of call that the board thinks is the first place we may want to go there. Ideally, again, we would want to go by a joint venture with the local people, with the local cooperative movement for an inclusive growth model for who we are. We are a bank that continues to obey all the laws of the land. It's very critical for us to make sure that all our regulatory agencies, right from Central Bank of Kenya to Capital Markets Authority, and all the others are happy with what we are doing. And we also want to operate as a responsible corporate citizen. And CSR for us has been on different fronts. Number one has been the capacity building in the cooperative movement, like I've said, done by COP Consultancy. We have also gone through the Bank Foundation for school fees support. Mr. Chairman, it's very great that today we have over 7,000 bright and needy children who have been supported by Bank through their education, both at secondary and university level. Let's appreciate ourselves. So, Chairman, as I come to conclude, in 2014, we started what we call the Soil and Eco Transformation Project, and we brought McKinsey on board. And basically, we want to really appreciate the growth momentum that we have generated. We focused on customer experience and branch transformation, and that's why today over 90% of our customers are alternative channels. Only 10% of our customers are actually coming to the branch. This has really reduced the queue time at our branches. I've talked about the sales force effectiveness that the business directors are focusing on. I've talked about the shared services and digitization. We have a critical focus on being a digital bank. We have a critical focus and we have huge investment on being a digital bank. We have a critical focus on MPL management and credit process. I can tell you, with the environment that we are in, when you hear that, for instance, SMEs are owed quite about an amount of money, it has been mentioned in some quarters as 100 billion by the county government. That kind of money locks liquidity within the economy. And you'll find a couple of those SMEs have started having a challenge within the banking sector. And so MPL, management of the non-performing loan book within the banks, is becoming a critical area of focus. Staff productivity, I've talked about that, cost management and efficiency. But also then in terms of our size then, we have leveraged on our size to be able to get additional funds from developmental partners. Like I said, Mr. Chairman, we got 15 billion last year from the IFC for lending. This is the International Finance Corporation. We have previously received 8 billion from the European Investment Bank. We have received 3 billion from IFAD and other agencies leveraging on our strength as a bank. Again, I've talked about regional expansion, Mr. Chairman, that our regional expansion, we felt as a cooperative bank, is good to bring the people of the economy is good to be part of that journey. And like I said earlier, when we went to South Sudan, we own the bank 51%, and the government of South Sudan owns it 49%. And that's a model, an inclusive growth model that we would want to employ even as we go to other areas. And particularly, like I said, Mr. Chairman, a focus area for us is Ethiopia at this moment in time. Mr. Chairman, it's an award-winning blood, and I want to thank you so much, and the board, for giving us good, strong leadership. We've received very good awards. We got the best retail bank in Kenya, International Finance. We have been awarded the best bank in the 2018 East African Awards. We got the best retail bank, best SME bank, best investment institution. In conclusion, Mr. Chairman, I'm saying the bank will continue to show resilience, the balance sheet, and for better growth. The bank is well positioned to take the opportunities that will arise as the government continues to carry out big four projects in housing, health, infrastructure, and manufacturing. Mr. Chairman, we have, for instance, invested 200 million in the Kenya Mortgage Finance Company that was being launched by the president yesterday, because we see ourselves playing a big role in that, in the housing sector. And so, Mr. Chairman, will continue. We see ourselves continue to do well as we go on. Again, Mr. Chairman, to say that today, before the shareholders, you are recommending a shilling for 1 shilling, which is a great, great effort, particularly for the cooperative movement that invested 1 shilling in the bank, because the 1 shilling they invested in the bank is now a shilling for shilling. And this is also a 25% growth in the dividend payout from the 80 cents per share we paid last year. And so I want to thank you very much. So, Mr. Chairman, I want to conclude my remarks by thanking you, the shareholders. We will not have come the way we have come without the goodwill you have given us. You're also our customers. I know you have really supported us. You've given us very good support over the years, and I want to thank you very much. I thank you, Chairman, for the able leadership you have given us. I want to thank you, the Vice Chairman, Mr. Macraud Malonza, again, who represents the 65% shareholder of this great bank upholding cooperative society, and the entire board and the government that has given us incredible, incredible support. And I cannot conclude my comments, Mr. Chairman, without thanking the staff. Their directors are here who have been there. They have walked this journey. They have really dedicated themselves every year to make sure that the target that we have been given. And they are here, and they are hearing me say that I am promising as I stand before you here, and I'm praying that next year, this time, as I come here, Mr. Chairman, all things equal, we pray you'll be announcing a profit of how much? 20 billion by this time next year. And they are hearing me, so that we all need to make sure that we make that delivery happen by God's grace. So thank you. Thank you very much. We thank God. Over and above all, let me thank God. God has been faithful. It's the shareholders of this bank in 2004 who declared that CoBank shall be the kingdom bank through which God will bless the people of Kenya. Indeed, we have seen God faithful. And God has walked with us in our journey as a bank, and we promise you as shareholders, we will continue to put even more effort in the days and the months to come to make sure we give you even better performance. I'm happy we were able to, despite everything, to report a 5.1 billion profit for the first quarter of this year, and we pray that we'll build on that performance in the months to come. And with that, Mr. Chairman, and with your permission, I want to ask our auditors, Ernst & Young, to come and present the 2018 audited accounts. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Good morning, shareholders and directors represented here. What I'll do, I'll take you through briefly what is